This is Kiki's evaluation, formerly known as Muffin. She is already reserved, but I just wanted to show all of our puppy evaluations so you could get a feel for, what we do in our evaluations. Also, this is great information for Kiki's future family to just know how to prepare for her arrival. Now we start off this testing the same way, so we're testing the dog's assertiveness towards humans. Notice that we are not initiating contact with the puppy. We're waiting to see how long it's going to take for the puppy to make contact with the human. Kiki is sitting in the corner. She's whining a little bit. A very assertive puppy would be a puppy that would immediately come and invade the person's space, climb on them, and demand that attention. Kiki is definitely staying in the corner and will slowly approach the tester. So naturally, we rated Kiki's assertiveness as low. Notice that it takes her time to approach the tester, and she does a slow crawl. She will rarely challenge the tester's space. But as you can see, she is playful. She's playing with the items around, and as soon as the tester initiated some interaction with her, she definitely responds. But she's a very polite puppy, which is excellent for kids. An assertive dog, or a dog that scores high in assertiveness, is a dog that would need more boundaries, rules, and limitations. So Kiki is definitely a good dog for novice, for kids, even retired folks. She would be an excellent therapy dog. She has a 76 compatibility for therapy, 80% compatibility for retired because she is considered on the medium energy level. When it comes to energy level, we score that by the overall test, how often she stops and how often she's playing. So there's going to be moments where she sits down or lays down, and other moments where she's actively trying to play. The next thing we're scoring is her motivation level. So this is her intrinsic desire to work with humans. We also call this her workability. So we initiate play with different toys and see how she responds. We rated Kiki's motivation level as a medium. Sometimes she will engage in the human-initiated play. Other times she'll get distracted by something else and go on to play with a toy on her own. So this is a dog that would show interest in fetching, following, and bring toys to you for more interaction. But she can also be just as happy playing on their own. So that is a really good trait to have. The next trait we're testing here is the touch tolerance. So we're picking up Kiki. I'm so sorry, she's out of camera, but we're picking her up and we're doing our 10-step puppy massage. So we cover the ears, we cover the eyes, we tug on the ears, the tail, the back, rub her belly, and put our hands inside the mouth. Her touch tolerance is high, so she did not give us a reaction whatsoever. She did not try to leave when we touched her. She has a very high touch tolerance. She stayed completely still. So that's why we rated her high, which again, good quality to have for kids. She's compliant and often enjoys to be touched. Next, you saw Kiki just startled because we did open the umbrella. This is the sight sensitivity. Her sight sensitivity is medium. She startled but quickly recovered within seconds. So that means that she just may need slight encouragement. Sight startle is important to know for dogs, for example, again, if they're around kids, because kids could be very unpredictable, or if they're going to be good for like therapy and those kinds of things. So she did get a medium score. Okay, the next score we're doing, which you can't really see on camera, is the sound sensitivity. So she did score a low on sound sensitivity. She didn't really react at all to when we turned on the hair dryer in this video. It's just good to know. That means that loud sounds won't really scare her or affect her much. Again, another great trait for kids, because kids can be loud and unpredictable. And we know that she's not going to get startled and maybe accidentally bite out of fear, etc. The next part of the test is called the tenderheartedness trait. The tenderheartedness trait tells us the dog's reaction to strong human emotions. So what we're doing here is imitating crying and kind of having a meltdown on the ground as a small child may have. Kiki scored highly tender-hearted in this test. You'll see that she immediately pays attention to what's going on, and she's kissing and staying close to the tester because she feels responsible for their well-being. These types of puppies are trying to console when they stay with the person that is crying, and it just shows that they are highly tender-hearted. What this means for the puppy owner is that the puppy will respond and react to human emotion. That is good information to know, just to have that awareness that the puppy may react to human emotion. For example, if there's high anxiety, or even like things like depression, the puppy may not be compatible with a person that has a lot of that in the household unless you know how to manage it and can train it through. Because we don't want the puppy to then develop anxiety, reflecting back the emotions of the human. The next trait that we tested was her dog friendliness. And we put the stuffed animal in the whelping box. You'll see that she immediately interacted and invaded the stuffed animal space. So that does mean that she has an assertive personality with other dogs. So she's willing to initiate interaction with other dogs, and she's not approaching with any fear whatsoever. Overall, you could see throughout the test that Kiki has a medium confidence level. In the beginning, she did cry a little bit. That shows that she was in a new room. Keep in mind, these tests are done in a space that is unfamiliar to them. So that could contribute to the reason why she was whining a little bit in the beginning of the test and uneasy to start the interaction with the tester. So that's why she was ranked a medium confidence level. She didn't just immediately own the space, but slowly as she got more comfortable and she felt like it was a safe space, she is now playing. You could tell she really loves human interaction. She likes when play is initiated, but she's also happy making games by herself. So her human focus was rated a medium score. Her compatibility, based on these scores, show that she's 79% compatible with kids, 80% compatible with less active and retired folks, 70% compatible with an emotional support animal. She could possibly be used for therapy with an experienced handler or with a professional trainer, and not necessarily with a novice.